if you can see me. Hello and welcome to a second IRL live stream 2 in a day. I actually kept my word and I'm going live again. I don't know if anyone will join me, but rather than not, rather or not you do, I feel like it's just important to talk about stuff, like in this case, the topic would be doubts. I want to talk about doubts and how you can really psych yourself out of things, how they can affect you, um, kind of how it correlates with autism and how it can be kind of like a lot of the doubts that I can't speak for anybody else, but the doubts that I personally can find myself dealing with on a regular basis. And most of them stem from social interactions, despite the fact that I'm told multiple times that I'm actually pretty good in most social situations, despite the fact that I personally feel like I am not. I feel like I don't know what to say, and that's why streams like these can actually be a big help because it allows me to work on my social skills. If you can talk to a camera to anywhere from 0 to maybe 9 people tops in a room by yourself, then you can talk to anybody, right? I don't know. For some people, this may be easier than the latter. Who knows? But yeah. So where do I begin? Here's the hard part. I didn't really plan out any points of discussion when it comes to this. Um, so I guess I'll start with talking about some of the weird things that trip me up on a regular basis that really probably shouldn't, but they do for some reason. Also, I apologize for anyone that joins if the quality is bad. I'm on some cabin Wi-Fi and I don't know. The stream hasn't crashed yet, so it might be good. It might be gravy. I don't know why the camera seems like it's uncomfortably close to my face. It's like it's more punched in than it actually is. But anyways, if you can see me, if you can hear me, one of the common things that trip me up is interacting with people in businesses when it comes to dealing with like cash. If I had to handle like straight up cash money, I don't like going to the cash register. I don't like to deal with like finite amounts, even if I'm okay at math. But like if I'm put on the spot, it's just really awkward, and I freeze up. Like even now to this day, that's like one thing that really messes me up. Is like say it like a lot going to the register. This is a dumb stream. Oh my god, this is awkward. Um, yo,
Oh, what's up, dude?
not too much. Doing a impromptu stream. I got 0 viewers, dude.
Oh,
That's
hey,
hype,
what's
dude.
up, no one?
Hey,
How's it
what's
going,
how we
man?
doing? We're talking about doubts, man.
Talking about doubts.
Yeah. What kind of doubts? What kind of doubts trip you up on a regular basis? What's your most common doubt?
I know. Oh man.
I know it's hard.
Doubts about myself, probably.
About yourself? It's like
Yeah.
self-esteem type situations.
I would say it's more like confidence.
I
Yeah.
feel that.
Mhm.
I was talking about how like for me it's like social interactions, going to like the register when I'm dealing with money at the register. If I feel like I'm stupid and I got the wrong amount,
Yeah.
I feel like I just psych myself out and I try to avoid it altogether if possible. I really like don't like handling other people's money or just a lot of cash in general.
This is just funny to me.
Just streaming to 0 people.
Just 0 people.
0 people stream.
Yeah. I hope someone will jump on.
Somebody was there. I don't know if it's actually. You know how we can test
We're
it?
bunk bed
Check your
buddies.
phone, dude.
We're bunk. Oh yeah. Let me go look.
I was wondering if it's just like the quality's so unbearably bad that someone just joined and said, "Oh, f this, man."
Are you sleeping in here tonight?
I don't know. I was just still getting still in here because it's warm, and because I like bunk beds. But I might sleep in another room. What time are we rolling out?
We have to be out of here by 10.
A.M.
Yes.
Oh, bet. Okay.
So it might be a good idea to have all your stuff packed tonight. So when you're all out of bed, you can just like pack up and go.
All right.
That's what I'm gonna do.
Yeah.
Mobby nerd. Let's look.
Can you change your settings while you're live? Can I? No, I
Maybe.
can't. YouTube. They made the live stream experience a whole lot better.
It's saying you live.
How does it look? Oh, now we get some streamception. They made the live stream experience a whole lot better. Just joking. Look at this. Look at this.
Look at that.
So it's not bad.
So it's like looking in the past, and it will look in the future.
Yeah, past and the future at the same time.
Whoa.
Whoa, that's so trippy. Yo, what's up, Mac Man? Well, it's just gonna say the stream's about doubts, even though I started the topic and I honestly don't have. I don't know, my mind's scrambled. Like I had everything planned out in my head that I wanted to talk about, kind of, and then I hit live, and now it all just like poofed. So I guess another doubt for me would also have to be about confidence when it comes to talking to people. You ever? So tell me if you've ever had this happen to you, because I feel like this happens to a lot of people, right? It may be less common. I mean, more common than I think. But have you ever met somebody new, right? Met a new person. You talk to them. I mean, you kind of like you kind of hovered in the conversation. You weren't like the center of the conversation. You were involved, but you weren't really like that involved, right? And you leave the conversation in that encounter with the impression that they don't like you. Like you felt like you bombed that. Like they didn't that whoever that person you just met, they don't like you. They aren't your fan, right?
Yeah.
You ever feel like you left a bad impression of somebody just by just trying to talk to them?
Who, me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And I know for a fact they were judging me, but the difference now is like when I was younger, I used to care. Now I really don't. It's like if you judging me now, like that's on them.
Macman says every time. See, I feel the same way, but here's the thing that weirds me out. Sometimes, and I'll use a real life example of this. When I first met Dan, I thought he didn't like me.
Dan, my Dan, or
Yeah,
Dan Holmes?
your Dan.
Oh, my Dan. Oh, okay. Yeah, I can see how he has that effect on people.
That was like a miss. It was when we were doing the setup for your show. That was the first time I met him.
Oh, yep, that was. Yeah.
So I'm like, okay, I mean, someone new. Let me try to have a conversation. But it's like, you overthink things. I think that you can mess yourself, you can psych yourself out, and it could be a good encounter, and actually you just thought it was a bad encounter, you know. And I wonder how often that happens. How often has it been if you met somebody and you thought, man, this person hates my guts, and then you find out, oh, they thought you were cool. Another example, a funny one. Remember when I helped you do that experiment for that class, and I thought that girl hated me.
Oh yeah, and then she ended up thinking you were cute.
It's like,
yeah, that was funny.
it's like hilarious misreads.
Shout out to Gabe.
But I think it stems from depression. I think it does have a lot to do with depression sometimes too, where you can just kind of assume that you aren't very great at conversation. I don't know how else to put it. I really don't know how else to put it. But Mac, man, how you doing? Long time no see.
I don't think I've met Mac.
I don't know. You probably in Smash. Mac, if you joined our Smash Brothers streams, you met this dude, right? You met this dude.
Maybe. Was I complaining about the Wi-Fi?
Yeah. I'm asking Backman too. Backman has met. Are you familiar with the illusionist man himself, the meme streamer?
Meme streamer. It's been a while since I've done anything like that.
Yeah, we were gonna like mess around with Smash Brothers or what was it, Friday the 13th?
Yeah, I was gonna set that up. And I
can try to figure
it
it
out.
out.
Us were gonna just chill and play that or something. Might even get in the hot tub tonight.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Hot tub. I think we're skipping out on the bonfire, but so let you and choose. Neurodivergent as well as
I hate this.
YouTube.
You see, here's the thing that weirds me out. YouTube made the chat experience better if you're watching it on live streams on mobile.
Yeah, I mean, some people are definitely at more of a disadvantage than others when it comes to social cues. And even like if you're not neurodivergent, it would also be your environment too. Like think about it. Like if you were a sheltered only child that doesn't have like a whole lot of social interaction with like other children, you're probably gonna miss out on a lot of social cues.
True.
I mean, I think neurodivergent people, depending on where they're at on a certain spectrum, probably have different
therapy, my dude. That's all Mighty says.
Yeah, they might have different disadvantages to varying degrees than others, but yeah, I mean, everyone's kind of at a different starting point than others when it comes to social skills, and it's just kind of like on you to get better yourself and get better at it. I mean, that's all I can say is
that's why I do these streams. For me, here's another one that I think is kind of weird. Like, This is from someone who also has a therapist. Do you ever find it hard to talk to your therapist? Like sometimes there's days when you don't know what you want to talk about. Like, all right, now talk, and you're like, really nothing of interest has been going on other than the same old, you know. And he's got to figure out like what to talk about for like however long the session goes. I don't know. I found myself in that weird spot a couple of times. The stream topic about doubts and stuff is gonna probably change partway through, but it sucks because I can't change my title live because YouTube mobile is dumb.
Yeah.
But I will say this: how about them features, right? Like right now, YouTube Live lets you. YouTube Live actually shows the chat on the side while you're in portrait mode, so you can actually watch and still type, which I think is cool.
Yeah, so see like the chats coming in.
I don't do therapy. Oh God. I'll tell you. I'll tell y'all what. Everybody should go at their own pace and never feel pressure to jump into the deep end. I honestly, that's why I'm so passionate about YouTube and doing videos, is because if I die coming down this bunk bed holding the stream, you'll see it live. That's one of the reasons why I like the live stream.
I'll make it to where I kind of.
Oh, you want to see this Rooster Man make his way down?
There we go.
All right. Okay.
Of course, he's in the rooster suit.
Of course, I'm in the rooster suit. Why wouldn't I be in the rooster suit? We picked up Culver's in this suit.
Yeah,
but
that's funny. I wish we would have got that on video.
That would have been funny, but there's no way the stream would have held up for that. I'm surprised we have good signal off of this Wi-Fi here, if I'm being completely honest with you.
I know. I'm the one that's complaining about the Wi-Fi. I haven't even made any complaints yet about it.
No.
Well, now there's a new meme about me.
He doesn't finish his games.
I'm not sure if I want to reveal it. No, it's not even that I don't finish them.
No. There was a moment that happened that ties into that meme. That we talked about Strange Journey.
Like Doc Trey don't finish his games or something like that. Something like that. Yeah. No, mine's even worse.
Try it once when you were younger and all it did was annoy you and they never actually listened to the issues involved, you know? Yeah, it's like you gotta find the right therapist. It's hard to
have to go therapist shopping.
Yeah.
Like just like how every clothing store probably isn't a good fit for you, not every therapist.
I'll tell y'all straight up, I had a horrible therapist one time. They're like, your friends online aren't your friends, and you're gonna get used to being alone and not having relationships, and that's the first step to recovering and going down the right path. I'm like,
dang, yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, not every therapist is a good therapist.
Yeah. Yo, thank y'all for the 1 like on the stream, by the way, coming in strong. Really appreciate that.
Oh, we got 3 viewers. Wow.
But so I'm gonna probably stream and pack myself at the same time. I don't know. These are the bunks.
Yeah. Well, we're not going anywhere spectacular tomorrow, so we can actually be up a little bit later tonight, I think.
Okay.
I'm gonna test it out. Actually, I haven't tested
this bunk. Give the bunk review.
Not bad. It's honestly kind of comfy. This is probably an awkward angle of me.
It looks like you're just. I don't know. It looks like you can't stretch. Like if you tried to lay down.
It probably shows my big gut.
I feel like how tall I am, I would not be able to fully lay down and stretch out. Oof.
I think if you curl your legs, you'll be good. Yeah.
You have to sleep like this.
But it's not bad, right?
No, it's not bad. I think I'm just spoiled. I'm used to being able to just be like, look at my legs, y'all. Hold up, switch camera.
Rooster legs.
I couldn't sleep in this because I'm gonna tell you the first thing I'm gonna do when I wake up and be like, and just nail my head on this board right here because I instinctively sit up when I wake up. I'm just like, I'm up, I'm ready to go.
Getting up on the part.
Are you on this?
I could do it honestly.
You see me sleep in weirder positions. That's true.
Yeah. But yeah, no, like this Airbnb is sick.
Yeah, I want the tour. Want the grand tour. Let's see how the Wi-Fi holds up as we walk around.
It's even more fun outside, I think.
Yeah, let's show you all the outside. I'm in a rooster suit, so I'm warm now. Let me put my shoes on. You got these old newspaper articles up here. And those are pretty sweet. Guy Lombardo. Tracy Lamar Garfield. Broadway. All right, let's go outside.
We're gonna show you the outside. Yeah, we gotta figure out how to get the hot tub going.
Yeah.
Oh, it's gonna be cold for me.
Don't you wish you were a rooster, bro?
Yeah. I wish I would have. But down there's the fire pit.
Hold on. We're up in where are we? We're in
Elmira, Michigan.
Elmira, Michigan. It's gonna be dark for a second, y'all. Hold on. There we go. Now we're talking.
There's even like a grill.
Yeah, you can grill out here. Next grill. There's a hot tub over here. You can't see, it's kind of shrouded in shadow. And my favorite thing, there's a swing out here. What's up, Kefka? Long time no see in the chat. Okay, it's really dark and you probably can't see it, but there's a swing right here. And horseshoe tossing over there.
Somebody that gets the lights may come back in.
Yep. How are you doing? I look like I'm emerging from the darkness. What's the haps, y'all? How you doing? How's everybody doing? Yo, what's up, Harlot? I actually, it's good to see y'all coming back through the stream again. I'm really glad. Normally I'd say like, okay, I'm gonna go live a second time, and then I'm, for whatever reason, I can't or don't. This time I made it good on my word. Now I was gonna talk about like doubts and stuff, but I feel like that's a topic that's I could better do for its own like standalone video rather than a stream, but I can't change it. So I apologize for the semi-misleading title on the live stream. But I'm out here on a mini break of sorts. That's why there haven't been many uploads to my channel other than these pop-up streams, because I've been kind of on a little side quest just for a bit, just a little mental recovery. But I'll be back home soon. I pulled you out of your enraged state of AQ3D. Could you explain that to me a little bit? What's your enraged state? Side quests do in fact make you stronger, and I've got lots of XP. That's why I'm dressed in this chicken armor, because I needed the XP to go on my side quest. It's always really interesting when we go on these up north, these northern Michigan trips, because I don't know, it just feels like it's a nice escape from just being in my room 98% of the time. Laggy dungeon with a bullshit gimmick. Oh, say no more. Say no more. I don't think anybody likes lag. Lag is the worst. I looked back at the last stream where I was walking through the woods, and for a while, it was in fact better than the live stream we tried to do from the Christmas shop, which made me very angry. T-Mobile makes no sense. Yeah, it's like a small reset, you know? Because even just having some time away, I got some more ideas that I want to apply to future videos. I've been working on trying to get better at making more clickable, more enticing titles. But also, I've kind of reminded myself why I didn't stress about that in the past and why I shouldn't stress about that in the past. And it kind of ties back into the whole thing about doubts, you know? If you get caught up trying to be competitive in what you're doing, you're not enjoying what you're doing anymore. You're just trying to compete with somebody else. That's not really fun, you know? And I think it really reflects on the videos when you get that way. I think the best videos, at least to me, that I put out are the ones where I'm just unapologetically enjoying myself, you know? It could only get like maybe 20 views and I'd still be happy with it. Really, I believe it. Honestly, I believe it. We did a hike the first day we were out here, and there were some people who were coming out from, I think they said Kentucky or someplace else, and their comment was, "It's so green here." I was like, "Dang, y'all must be from like," I think they were from like Arizona or someplace out there. They were from someplace that was like a less green region. Don't look at a map. I'm directionally challenged. Arizona might be very green. I don't know. Name a not green place, and that's probably where they were from. It's always good to have fun whenever you're doing. Absolutely. Last time you went to Bronner's, you had like zero signal through the whole store. It was Bronner's is cursed. Bronner's is cursed and T-Mobile's cursed. All right, there was a T-Mobile store out here, and we couldn't even like make a phone call or even use the GPS near the T-Mobile store. Our service is so bad. It's like why you slinging a cellular service in a place where your cellular service doesn't work. Bronner's is like Fort Knox. It's probably like something in the roof that just kills the signal because it's a big old warehouse. Probably, right? I uh I want to go to Frankenmuth more. I've only been there like 3 times now, and each time was dramatically different than the first. But I really just want to like go and actually do like a video where I just goof around there. It'd be fun. The store probably designed specifically to keep peeps from making calls inside. You might be right. You might be right, Onyx. How you doing, man? It is. That store is huge. They give you a catalog, and a map. You could get lost in Bronner's. That was one of the biggest Christmas themed stores I've ever been in my life, and I want to go back because I didn't really get to enjoy it. You are alive. That is, it's the best you can do, right? Somebody's probably looking out their window wondering why a guy half dressed like a rooster is doing circles around a fire pit talking to himself. And you know what? I've just come to accept that. And that's just how it has to be. Because even I've been starting to try to do these IRL streams a little bit more because again, I feel like not only are they nice to do, even if they don't like get a big turnout, I think they're nice to do, and they help me work on my social skills. Because one thing that even though people tell me I'm good at this, I feel like I am awful at maintaining a conversation or a topic, you know? So it's like if whipping out a phone in a public place and just talking to it and not and willfully ignoring people around you who are probably wondering what the hell you're doing is a challenge, but I think it's a rewarding challenge because the more you do it, the less phased you get by it, if that makes sense. So I'm starting to see why it can actually be kind of helpful. You catch them on the chat here. I wish YouTube would update streaming on mobile though, so you could always have the chat show up on the right side of the screen or something. That'd be nice. On the off chance that someone from YouTube ever sees this, they need to implement that feature. They did it for you guys. I'm sure. Like you tell me, did the UI change for you watching the stream? If you're watching it mobile or if you're watching it at a computer, it is the world's largest Christmas store. Oh my god. It's how they get new employees. If they get them lost in the store, oh, we lost one. Got to find a new one. It should be a scholarship. I'm trying to be. I'm trying to be. There were like I can only think of like 2 bad encounters when I was live streaming in a public place once, and it was um, never like any direct confrontations. It was just comments people said while I was doing it, and I'm trying to think where I was where somebody got really offended at me because I was streaming, and it was just like I'm literally just outside minding my own business, dude. You're not in the shot. Chill. Calm down. Just calm down. You'd rather get lost in a normal store than an infinite IKEA. So let's talk about the infinite IKEA for a second. Yeah, we can both beat them up. Dressed as roosters. All right. I'll help you. We can go. We can do this. Uh, I had an idea. So I, for the longest time, oh, we got a mob. See, all three, they don't stand the chance. 3 of us, that's a wrap. That's a wrap, Chief. You ain't winning. Pack it up. I've had this interest in really stupid horror movies, like horror movies with like really dumb concepts, right? And I wanted to make one, a really short one, where somebody like gets stuck in an aisle of a grocery store of a Polly's. It was gonna be while I was working at Polly's. I was trying to ask them to let me do it, um, where they keep walking down the aisle and it just extends infinitely. It's a loop, kind of like the infinite IKEA concept, only it's a singular aisle, and each person, or better yet, if you've seen the movie The Tall Grass, it's like the tall grass, you know, how it just changes like a maze, but it's just one singular aisle, and you're stuck in that aisle. And it's like, what's the worst aisle you could be stuck in? That's an infinite loop. I was like thinking like maybe the pet food aisle because you have a scene where they struggle to survive. And like I gotta eat it. It's the only thing I got. I've been here for days, you know. Yeah, pet food. There you go. I still want to do that, but now that I no longer work at the Polly's, I feel like the chances of them letting me do it are a little slim. Soup. Yo, could you imagine being in the canned food aisle and you don't have a can opener? I mean, some of them have the pull tabs, but consume the fish flakes. You're stuck in the soup store. Stuck at soup. That's what it's gonna be called. We're gonna put that in the hat for later. What will be another like really dumb horror movie concept? What will be something that isn't that scary? Actually, hold on. Let me tell you another concept. Let me throw another idea out there that I was talking about earlier. So haunted houses, right? For years, haunted houses have operated on the same like model. You go through a set path, some people come out and scare you, right? But could you imagine how absolutely amazing it would be or how crazy it would be? Probably very stressful too. If you had a haunted house that was a fusion of an escape room and a haunted house. By that I mean like think like Resident Evil. You know how in Resident Evil you have puzzles you have to solve to get through different sections, and there's always this like tyrant type character who's always stalking you, like a Mr. X type person or a William Birkin. Imagine if it was a haunted house where there's not like a lot of people who are monsters they're supposed to scare you, right? But instead one person who's after you, but they're moving very slowly, and you have to quickly solve puzzles to get through the rooms. And like Legends of the Hidden Temple style, if you get caught, you're just out. If they grab you, then you're out, right? You're gone. They won't like actually grab you, but they'll like tap your shoulder or something and like or grab your shoulders and be like you're out, and they'll escort you out and then try to get the rest of your party before they can solve the rooms. Bro, just throw let me tell you, I'd rather be stuck in the pet food aisle than the cleaning aisle. That would probably be the worst because you have no way of surviving. What are you gonna do? Eat a mop? You're screwed. You're done. Let someone touch me in any scary situation and they're dead. You see, and this is why I am not a businessman because clearly that would be a bad idea. My staff would be punched multiple times by strangers, and I'd be out paying a lot of fees. Can't touch me if you're knocked out. I've only been in an escape room one time in my life, and I bombed big time. I was stupid. I was an absolute idiot. And my friends, they were in with people who opened up an escape room in my town, and they wanted them to test out the room. So we got to go and test it out for free. And I just felt like I was there, but I wasn't really contributing because my brain is not a big brain, it's small brain. So there was really nothing that I could say or contribute to the situation. I was in the way. An infinite mirror house. So that'd be a good idea and an awful idea for a haunted house too. Because you imagine if someone's chasing you and you just bolt right into the mirror. So concept, dude sushi. You're on the phone with some relative. Don't disappear text. Don't do this to me. You're on the phone with some relative, like an aunt or something, and you try to end the call, but they just won't let you, and it gets increasingly hostile. I like that idea. I like that idea. That's a concept that will have to be explored. Bro, I'm hanging up. But yo, let's be real though. Let's be honest. We all have that friend or family member that won't just end the call. How many times do you say goodbye on average in a phone call? Like let me see. I feel like this is different for each person. How many times do you say goodbye before you hang up on average? Like throw out some numbers for me in your average phone call, right? And let me tell you something that'll surprise you. For people who watched my Gaia videos, three, I see threes. Usually 4 to 5. One Mac man coming in strong. One. You get one goodbye, and I'm hanging up. You're stronger than most, Mac man. 4 to 5 though. Oh, I'm up there in that. Oh, that's easy. I say bye, and you end the call. Oh, Janko also 10 to 15. 10 to 15. Ooh, I feel that because it's like you get some people on the phone like you want to end the call. It's either two situations. It's either they don't understand that you're trying to hang up and they'll keep saying, they'll keep talking. You're like, all right, well, I gotta go. All right, I'll talk to you later. All right, well, I'll see you later. Or you're too polite to just say goodbye and hang up once. So you say it again, right? So that's actually where I got the idea for those really long goodbyes in the Gaia videos. It's because one day I got so fed up with just continuously saying bye to a friend who I won't name who wouldn't hang up even though I wanted to end the call that I'm like, hey, I wonder how long I can keep someone on the line by just saying goodbye. So at random I call up one of my friends and I was just saying like, yo, I was just calling to check up on you, man. All right, well, I'll talk to you later. All right, well, hey, you be safe, bud. And y'all, dude, I'll see you later. Just keep going. He thought I was high. He's like, dude, are you okay? I'm good, man. Are you good? Anyways, I gotta go. It's gonna be a long night. He just hung up on me after a while. He just hung up. Dead by Daylight, but poorly done live action film. Most of yours are joke goodbyes. How would a Dead by Daylight live action work? That'd be like the ultimate crossover of horror movie villains and a licensing nightmare. I'd watch it. I'd watch it. You know what will be a really good horror movie? A serious Count Chocula horror film. In his rival, the ghost from the Blueberry Box. Somebody is driving. I mean, there's some people who I don't hang up with. My dude says bye and then says something else. We talk for hours until both of us are too tired to talk. Both of us say bye dozens of times. Yeah, exactly. It's just random. It depends on the person. It depends on what's going on, your mood. I felt like people don't just say goodbye anymore. You have to say goodbye like four times. There's even a word for it. Some people call it the Michigan goodbye. People from Michigan, even in person, they don't just say goodbye once. You say it like, all right, I'll see you. Bye, bye, bye. You ever heard that? A Michigan goodbye? That's what that is. Although I think it happens in every region. You just keep saying goodbye. Yo, thank y'all coming in strong with the 4 likes on the stream, by the way. I'm trying to keep my voice a little bit down so as not to be too disruptive to any neighbors. I don't know how well sound carries out here, so I don't want to wake anybody up. If two killers don't kiss, I want a refund. Michigan Midwest goodbye. That's that's a lie. You have five. At least five. Oh, 5 likes? That's crazy. Oh, no, it's 7. We got y'all. We are even. That's 7 likes and 7 people. This is now a lucky stream. We are all lucky. Oh, and now it says 8. Your back just popped. Um, so who is that company that like makes really dumb? They keep ruining video game adaptations and making like really dumb movies out of them. I want to see like another like so bad it's good video game adaptation to a film, but I can't think of like what would be a horrible game to big screen movie other than like Duck Hunt or something stupid. I don't know. What do y'all think? We're tossing topics around now since we're on that. We've gone off of the topics of how long you say goodbye to people, and I've learned a few things. Some of y'all, Pac-Man, I think that actually happened. I think there are multiple Pac-Man movies. Battleship had a game. There was a Battleship movie, and it wasn't good, was it? Of course it wasn't. It's Battleship. Why? The true Midwest goodbye is saying that you have to go, and then you will proceed to stand at the door for like another. Yes. Yes. Yo, can I talk about that for a second? Can we talk about that? Okay, look. There was a group. There was, there's these people who were friends of the family that came over, and we were talking for hours, right? And they said, "All right, well, we gotta go." And then they literally sat there and talked on the porch by my grandma's window for hours. And she comes out the door. She's like, "Y'all need to move. You said goodbye an hour ago. Leave. I'm trying to sleep." It was so funny. Connect Four. Yo, I would watch a Connect Four. Look, okay, look. All right, check this out. Check this out. Hear me out. Connect Four movie, right? But it's an esport, not an esport because it's not digital. It's a sport. So it's a Connect Four tournament, and people are training. You got a guy who's training for you. See, I'm gonna make this real. I'm gonna buy like a bunch of Connect Four boxes, and we're gonna stage a Connect Four tournament, and make a whole like action movie about a guy who wants to be the best at Connect Four. He wants to be the best. Uno could work too. I saw. See, there are people who get creative with Uno because there's this group that plays a game called Uno Survivor or something like that. A Metroid Prime movie. Oh, is that the Tyler Scott? Where's that? Where's that guy? A Metroid Prime movie would be awesome though. A Metroid movie. There was a Mega Man movie that got canceled. That was on there too. Uno, but with guns. That sounds scary. Like, how does that work? Like, if you don't say Uno fast enough, you shoot the person. Yo, Tyler. Let me tell you, man. I've been on this trip. Uh, I'm staying at this nice place behind me. With some really cool friends that have that have been really nice and we've gone on hikes. You know, just been not in my room. Yeah, that's what I've been doing. Horror Kirby movie. Like, honestly, Kirby scares me. I could see Kirby work very well as a horror movie, or so I was told. Then again, if you look hard enough, you may find a wait. Why are we talking about porn parodies all of a sudden? Did I miss something? Did I miss? Let me scroll back up the chat. Did I? I feel like I missed something. Blink twice if I need help. Look. So for anyone that knows me, for those of you that know me, you know that me, I am not an outdoors person. I stand outside in a well lit area by what is arguably the creepiest but coolest looking tree in the darkness. I am not an outdoors person. I am an absolute coward, all right? I hate bugs. I will bolt. Last night, and Tyler's lurking in the chat, he knows it. I had a fit over a damn wasp that was in our B&B, right? And I reached for a soap dispenser. He's probably like, he's sitting on the couch just chilling like this dude. And I'm like walking around the room with a soap spray bottle, like I'm trying to, I'm going to war with the singular wasp. And that bastard, that stupid ass wasp, pardon my language, but I'm still salty about this. It made its way into my room after I thought the battle was over. It was done. I called it a stalemate. I let it go. I walked away. All right. I closed my door. And I'm sitting here just looking at my phone, chilling in my room, low light, and I hear a buzz. And I swat my hand because I thought it was like a fly or something. And it comes back and it's a wasp. And I swear to God, I'm surprised I didn't wake up the whole house because it probably sounded like World War III in my room. I'm like whipping the sheet, like I'm trying to kill it. I'm trying to murder that wasp. It's me or the wasp. And at the end of the day, to make things worse, I literally don't know where it went. I don't know if I killed it. I don't know if it flew away. I stayed up extra late looking. That's why my sleep cycle was so messed up because I was literally up all night because I'm like combing the room, like, where is it? Where's that bastard? You're not stinging me. I'm killing you first. There's nothing I could do. So there's my story. Now you all know I have a crippling fear of insects, specifically wasps. The ultimate Uno game. Yet the wasp won. It probably did. I'm probably gonna jinx myself. That's why I was in the bunk room. It's like, I have the option to sleep on a full size bed and I'm sitting on a bunk bed. You know why? Because I think there's a wasp in my room still. And I know Onyx has specifically watched me, in his words, uh, not mine. He says that I react to bugs with fear and terror, with fear and violence. Rooster versus Wasp. So is this the power of Megatron? Exuberant. This is the power of Megatron. That is. That is. It's like so peacefully quiet out here, aside from me running off at the mouth to this stream, but I'm just not used to that. You remember my old ant farm? Oh my god, the ant farm! Dude, you're bringing me back. They got out. We would catch them in a baggie. I think it was a baggie. Maybe it wasn't. I know we made a couple of ant farms, and which was weird to do when you're scared of bugs, but kids be kids, right? You would not believe that I am scared of fire. Don't quote that. He did. He did. I think the funniest thing that ever happened, we're going off of like personal memories, was the gardener snake that got out of the box in the house, and we found it a day later coiled around a lamp in the living room. That was fun. This is the power. What's up, exuberant cosplay? How you doing? Yo, how many of y'all in the chat are excited or planning on going to YomaCon? Let's talk about that for a second. As a matter of fact, that could actually tie into the discussion of confidence. Do you ever wonder, like, why is it that even if you like don't peg yourself as like the most social person, right? You don't like big crowds. It's easier for you to go to events like a convention like YomaCon. I feel like on paper, someone like me would suck at that. Yo, I see. Tell this is me. When it's YomaCon's happening the end of next month, the end of October. It's gonna end on Halloween, I believe, if I'm not mistaken. Don't quote me on that. You might have to hop onto the Googles there, but I think it ends on Halloween. I got a cosplay I can't wait to wear to it. I'm gonna be Proto Man. 'Cause for years I've always been Mega Man, right? I feel like now is the time to be Proto Man instead. October 28th to the 31st. There you go. Tyler's coming through. And I'm excited about this Proto Man one because it's probably gonna be. I like it. Red's my favorite color, so birds of a feather flock together. We're all nerds. Yeah, exactly. I feel like if you're someplace where you're on like-minded people, a lot of the social stuff is still there, right? But it's a little bit easier. My first convention wasn't even like a very big one. A buddy of mine took me to a local convention at a college campus, and I was hooked ever since. And I don't remember the name of it, which drives me nuts. If he's lurking in the chat, sometimes he shows up, sometimes he doesn't. He could tell you, but that was my first time going there, and I was like, it was awesome. I was like, people do this. I knew cons existed, right? But I never knew they existed near me. I always thought of it as like some foreign thing that happens like California and nowhere else. Maybe Texas, but like nowhere near me, right? Little that I know, it's been happening like right in my backyard, sort of backyard for years. But going to those also really did help me open up a little bit because you meet like-minded people. In fact, I would say there are a few of you that I met because of a convention that are in this chat right now. Dressed as. Wait, hold on. Wait, I missed something again. You've been to MegaCon, Orlando. Oh, you've been to MegaCon. Was it JFAX? It might have been JFAX, honestly. It was free. And I know JFAX actually, for the longest time, used to be a free convention. So it might have been JFAX, actually. I know that was my first convention. We got ourselves Maid certified because someone from Japan who works at a Maid company was like putting us, had a panel where you go through training to be a licensed, well, a license is really gimmicky, but a maid, and we both did it for shits and giggles, but we lost the papers. Like they gave you an actual certificate. I'm counting it as legal, so let it be known that we are legally able to operate as maids in America because we went through the training. So do with that as you will. We have to talk more about con plans sometime, brother. All right, Onyx. I'll catch you later. You know where to find me. We can talk more about con plans for sure. You had the Finfer Keyblade from Kingdom Hearts 2. Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Maid. I'm gonna make a rap called I'm Maid Certified. Trust and believe when I get home and it's quiet enough. See, my problem right now is like I have a bunch of songs that I have on the back burner that I wanted to make, but I have not been able to sit down and actually do it, right? And if for one reason or another, but when it lines up, what I can do is we can like get I'll buy a cheap maid costume off Amazon and do a music video. I'm maid certified. Go to a friend's house and make it like look like it's fake dirty. I'm knocking stuff over with a duster, putting it in the trash can. Yo, what's up, fire? Talking about raps. Here comes this dude. The For the longest time, I considered myself the only person on all of YouTube to rap about my Mabinogi. Well, when the day comes that I retire, I'm certain I'm passing that title on to that dude in the chat right there. He will take on that torch as the next Mabinogi rapper. That's gonna be a fact right there. It's gonna be an absolute fact. I wish, I was thinking when I was live streaming earlier. Yep, no, I just passed it on to you. There, just so you know, when I retire, you gotta take that crown. Don't let me down. Or I'll come back and we'll have a rap battle. It won't mean anything, but I'll do it. If you're, that's a good observation, Janko. I might be operating on an expired license, which means I've broken the law. So let's not talk about that. We won't talk about that. All right, that doesn't leave this stream. All right, you can keep a secret. I trust you, all of you, all five of you. You are retired. You're gonna retire too. Then who do we pass it on to? If you can't, we both can't retire at the same time. That's not how this works. All right, it's not how this works. You gotta put in a few more years, and then you retire when you get someone else to display some ability to drop bars about a very very extremely niche MMORPG. Actually, you can only keep a secret on the illusionist profile. Damn. Before we catch it, we both retire. You would have passed it on to you and did not pass it on. Oh, I see. I see. All right. So it's like a light. It's like a little hack. But yo, shoot, what was I gonna say now? You all had me on something that I was gonna say. It was a good point. It was funny. Now I can't remember what it was. It'll come back to me. Um, how many of y'all would watch? Shoot, I had it. It was an idea. It was a really good one. Now it's gone. It's well, I'll go to another thing I was gonna talk about. A couple of days ago, um, when I was at the Oktoberfest and I was live streaming. Some stuff happened that I really wish I wish there was like a second perspective because like okay, you see these chairs, right? Imagine a chair like this one, right? And I'm sitting like somewhere like here. I'm just sitting down. I have my phone in the chair. People are like walking by in front of me, behind me, and there was a person who was like walking, and I didn't want to say it while I was live because I knew they were just sitting there staring at me. They're just like looking over here like this. They're like, they're staring at me, right? Because to them, it looks like I'm just talking to a chair. It looks like I'm just talking to it because you can't see my phone just sitting in there, right? And I don't have a stand for my phone because I'm not like a real like IRL vlogger, so I don't do this. I don't have the gear for that, right? So my phone is just sitting propped up in the chair, and I'm having a conversation and eating a or whatever that thing was called, that crepe, eating a crepe and talking to a chair about the crepe and why I'm unhappy with the crepe. So this person probably thought I was having some kind of mental breakdown in Frankenmuth over a damn crepe. Like this dude is talking to a chair. This weird stuff like that happens when you're streaming in real life. I assume all of us, if you want to make it less obvious, Bluetooth headset. I get mad at people for that. I mean, it's super convenient. I have headphones that let you uh that let you do that, right? But it's like whatever you're using them is so awkward because people think you're talking to them. And I've had it happen to me a couple times when I worked at a store called Kroger. There would always be at least one or two people to come through with the Bluetooth headset on, and they're talking to somebody because they're grocery shopping, and you think that they're talking to you, but they're not talking to you. And it's just like you're like, what? You're like, you just feel like you feel stupid. It's like, oh great, I'm just not gonna talk to this guy. That guy, guy next time I see him. My voice echo, was that black mine? That was kind of weird. I think I might go inside soon, y'all. I don't know. But this is super nice though. This has actually been a nice little trip. Um I still can't remember the point I was gonna touch on earlier. It is escaped my mind, which means that it must not have been that important. You did a live stream there. You did? If you want to make it less obvious with you, just at a work meeting in the middle of Oktoberfest. Yeah, I'm just at a work meeting in the middle of Oktoberfest, you know. Don't mind me. That was my first time ever going to an Oktoberfest, but I want to go to a different one. That one wasn't great. It wasn't all that great. I wasn't going to complain because I didn't pay to get into it, but I also wasn't feeling it for a couple of reasons. But I think it was just the sheer amount of people singing happy birthday. I feel like every after every song, they would just sing happy birthday again in the exact same way and just substitute the last person's name for a different one. And it just burned into my brain. And it was just like, I don't like this. The Ann Arbor one looks cool. That's the one that we have to check out for sure. It's that kind of vibe. I don't know. It's that kind of vibe. All right, yo, Tyler, real talk. This one's for you, buddy. What would you do if you looked out your window right now and you saw a dude that was like Jason Voorhees just standing in the window, just standing there, not doing anything. He's just standing there. What is your first course of action? No good can come from an Oktoberfest in September. I didn't even think of that. That's probably why it sucked, is because it was in September. No, I think it's a different meaning in October. Like it's October because it's spelled differently, but that is that is a good joke. Don't even right now. I'm just saying. I'm just saying. Because oh my god, I just So for those that don't know me, I have like I'll outright say like this is a real problem for me. That is, I've gotten better about it, but I have bad pits of sleep paralysis, right? If you don't know what sleep paralysis is, it's when you wake up before your body wakes up, so you can't move. And in that state, when you are between that being like actually awake and asleep, it the part of your brain that like activates like fear is just completely at max. It's on all cylinders. So you see stuff. Like you'll feel things or you'll see things staring at you in the room or you'll have some kind of weird experience. And so when you're out, like just chilling in the woods, sleep paralysis is horrifying. We're not in the woods, thankfully, but good stories, bad experiences, right? You would send me to fight him. Do you think, hold up, do you think I can beat Jason Voorhees in a fight? Now now my luck, I'm talking shit, and I'm gonna see a dude come out from this tree behind me over here, and I'm booking. I'm sorry, Tyler. I'm gone. I'm gonna become a human bullet, cause I ain't never seen that dude run. I ain't never seen him run. I see him teleport though. Don't even joke about that. Who's that behind me? Want me to walk around looking for Jason in the dark? That might make Tyler not happy. That'd be the best prank in the world, though, if you think about it. I wouldn't even be mad. I literally wouldn't be even be mad. I was talking about how scary it would be, like if you came out of the bathroom, you were just like staring, and you had like some person like standing like in the window just staring there. See, now I'm hearing shit. Y'all got me messed up. It's literally just the creak of trees because it's windy and it was kind of stormy. We should figure out. I should we should put our heads together. Tyler, if you're still watching, we should figure out this hot tub just so we can say we used it once before we leave. I don't see anything. I know this is a light, but I don't know how it turns on. And this isn't for the hot tub itself. Golly gee, I wish they left instructions. I keep seeing the light. There's like a motion activated light over there that keeps turning on and off. And that's what makes you keep looking to my right, if you're wondering why I do that so many times. You'll have a video evidence if something happens. Yeah, honestly, it'll go viral, wouldn't it? All right, let me kill this light. My hands are getting cold. Thank you guys for chilling with me, by the way, with it, and also the 10 likes on the stream coming through strong. I know this number has been fluctuating left and right, but I really want to say that as always, I appreciate you taking time out of your day and or night to just chill here and listen to me ramble in front of a camera for a few minutes. All right, let me get back in. No, summer can wait. October can stay for a minute. I want to wear my trench coats and not melt. See, now I'm talking smack. Let me show you the battle, the fight. I swear to God, if I see a wasp, I'm out. I see this bastard. You can see his room is still torn up from what I like freaking out. So I'm just like laying down, minding my own business, right? Looking at this fan. The ceiling fan is the weirdest thing to me, by the way. I have never seen a ceiling fan. Tell me in the chat. Tell me if you've ever seen a remote control for a ceiling fan. I don't even know what half these buttons do. Like, what is this supposed to do? It has little wavy lines, and it starts to spin, but it'll like spin slowly and then fast, like really fast. And there's this plus and this minus, but what am I turning up or down? It's showing a meter, but it doesn't slow it down. It's still spinning fast. You've seen those before. Explain it. Explain to me, Fire. What the hell is this? What does this mean? What is this? What is this foreign language on the controller? What does this mean? But that design is trippy. It doesn't make any sense. I mean, I don't get it. I don't get it. Let me make it stop. Then you have a timer. You have 24 hours. You have 2 hours, 4 hours, and 8 hours. It turns on Jason. Why would you say that? That could be taken in two completely different ways, and neither of them are good. I don't want to be chased. I don't want to activate Jason, and I don't want to be chased by an aroused Jason either. I don't think either of those sound like a good time if you ask me. All right, let me see if it shows up on the TV. There's something else that I want to show you that could be really funny. That was really funny. We were memeing about it earlier. We're memeing about it. Pardon my mess. Let's see. Giggity. At that point, you're taking one from the team. Let's see. This turns on. Netflix. I just want to see if it shows the sign-ins. So you're memeing about the names on the sign-ins, and it's not. Doesn't show up on this one. All right. Never mind. I was talking about it in the hype. We saw this name Gregory, but the profile picture is a chicken, which is funny now that I'm dressed like one. I guess I'm Gregory right now, but don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna chill in here where it's warm. And there's probably not a wasp trying to kill me. But if there's anything, I don't know. I don't know. If there's anything y'all want to talk about, well, I've got a minute. I'm just chilling. We can talk about anything. Anything. Ideas. I only want to do more gameplay content, but I want to do some weird streams. I've been really thinking about how to incorporate goofy ideas, like game show-esque ideas, into live streams. Let me just make sure I locked that door. See, y'all got me talking about serial killers and shit. Now I'm gonna make sure that door's locked. Cause I'm gonna throw hands with Jason. I won't win, but I'm gonna get a few hits in. Okay, it's locked. Oops. You better lock them doors. They locked, my dude. They locked. What's up, Snuggle Chew? Or I'm gonna be busting through. What do you mean? Better not. You won't be able to reach me. I'll be on the top bunk, dude. I'm gonna be up here. Can't reach me. I'm gonna be sitting here eating my munchies, right? Playing my Switch and listening to music at the same time. You won't. You won't. It's pretty high up, man. It's pretty high up. And I got Sasquatch to the hide and seek champion Sasquatch. All right. World champion. I learned from the best. You won't find me. Don't mention the wasp. The wasp is the only thing I'm scared of. You had the good bunk bed, right? And then you have the struggle bunk bed. I call that the struggle bunk. All right, let me just hop on up here. Oh God. Because heat rises. This is where you get maximum warmth. Oof, sorry. Although, as Tyler pointed out, the structural integrity of this bunk bed is questionable at best. It's But if you play Bigfoot, he yells and beats you up. Like 2 feet. You can jump 2 feet. Snuggle Chew. We're both Lalafels. You and I both know that actually, wait, Lalafels can jump pretty damn high. So maybe, actually, you might be right. I might be in trouble. Don't hurt me, man. Don't hurt me. Oh man. So yeah, I've been thinking of like just weird ideas for live streams where I want to do challenges, like something in the same vein as Sonic Uncapped, where it was I had a goal. I wasn't just playing a game, although there are a couple games I still just want to play for the hell of it, like Eastward. When I get home, that's high on my to play list. I really want to get a video out of my impressions of the game, even though right by now, pretty much every Tom, Dick, and Harry is done. Oh, my review of Eastward. Don't care. I still want to do it. Speaking of Lalafell, you finished Stormblood now doing patch quests. You just burn through content like a mad lad. You're getting into Shadowbringers. Isn't Shadowbringers the newest one? So you'd be completely caught up. Do you sleep? Janko, you good? Are you good, man? I mean, like, I know I have a horrible sleep cycle, but man, my dude, you good, right? I'm just, this is the 3rd time you've done it. Say no more. Say less. Don't mean to be rude, but I'm going to sign off. It's not rude to sign off, Mac, man. Hey, thanks for coming through. It's good to hear from you as always. Have a wonderful night. I'm going to be signing off here soon too myself, if I'm being completely honest. You use working hours to rush content. Hey, that's making good use of someone else's payroll. I am not going to front you for it. If you can get paid to play games too, do it. Do it. Abuse the system. Manipulate the system. I want to do more raps and dumb music videos. I don't know. I've been kind of conflicted over what I want to do in the days to come because I want to do stuff that's a little bit different. I want to do more film stuff. I've been recording a lot more than I normally do, and color grading a lot of stuff, and I've been having fun doing it, right? So I want to find an excuse to do it more. Like that Mabinogi commercial, for example, right? That was so much fun to put together, even though I had to change a lot from what I wanted to originally do, which sucks, but it is what it is. There are a lot of things that did not work out the way I wanted it to. So I was still able to somehow weave together a similar narrative, but with a different conclusion. But I actually liked that conclusion better. Sorry if I ruined part of your shot. No, 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 nothing like that, man. Nothing like that. If anything, um, I didn't even get to use much of that footage where I was just standing in the desert, which sucks. But um, there's just some footage that I was missing, and I came to realize that my buddy did not hit record on the camera during those scenes, those key scenes, so this didn't happen. You know, the infamous double tap. You hit record twice, so you recorded. Uh, you were already recording, and you see it's the ground. Yeah, yeah, it happens. It's super. I've been guilty of it too, so I ain't even fronting him for it. It ain't his fault. I've done that plenty of times. That's why I always like look twice. Like I double tap. I did. I did. So I lost like a bunch of really key moments. Hurt your soul. Let's talk about that because this also ties into anxiety. Filming in public or doing anything in public is difficult. Even if you're like doing a gig, like if they know that you're there to do it. Like for example, there have been a couple times in my life where I've had to film like a birthday party of sorts, right? And even though I kind of know the family, I don't really. I always feel awkward about walking around and just getting shots of them doing, you want to excuse me, catch people just being natural. So you don't want them to look directly at the camera half the time. You want to just catch people just, enjoying the party, talking to their friends, eating food, dancing. But I always feel weird, just like doing circles around them with the camera while they're trying to eat cake. I don't know. I've always felt weird about it. Or the a lot of the videos on lollipops and finger guns where we have to get B-roll of the food that appears in the videos, which I'm just gonna say right now, that's not purely a food themed channel. In fact, it's more of an adventure channel, and the new videos coming to it will drive that point home. But it's just it's awkward, like walking around the table and getting 40 shots that you're only gonna use like maybe five of. It's like you're playing with your food, and people in the restaurant are looking like, what are they doing? It's a whole mental state you got to put yourself into. It's not a natural behavior. My God, come on, man. YouTube needs to change their live chat from their phone. This is so annoying. No wonder most people use like Streamlabs or something on their phone to do it. It's a whole mental state. It's not natural behavior. It's like you have to let go of certain aspects of normal. Yes, yes. You have to just forget you're a person and just do weird things with the camera. And it always gets me when I least expect it. Like I could be good and mentally prepare myself for it, and then one bad look sometimes is enough to just like kill my mood and make it awkward for the rest of the shoot. Whenever I'm doing anything weird in public. I'm not saying that's always the case. And I feel like now I've gotten pretty good at ignoring it. Because I don't know. I guess part of it is me kind of being a little bit salty about the sheer amount of people who kind of get put off by you recording a video skit in public, yet will consume that very same media on their phone on a regular basis. Yet when they see it being produced right in front of them, they're like, "You're stupid." I don't know. It just rubs me the wrong way. And there's an uncomfortable. I'm not saying that they're the majority, but I will say that in the past, whenever I've done something in public, there's always been at least one person who reacts that way. Um, and it's just always Like it's weird to me that you can't put two and two together. You see the camera over there, and it's not like a little discrete camera either. It got like the lens on it. It's in a cage on a big tripod, and they still can't put two and two together. Oh, they're producing some sort of content. No, it's more like, what are they doing? They're being weird. Someone call the cops. That's like the reaction they want to go towards, and I don't understand it at all. Not saying it always happens, but it happens sometimes. I remember one time. This is before Mobbing Nerd really kind of the channel had anywhere near the amount of subscribers it has now. Not saying it has a lot right now, but you know what I mean. It had like maybe 300 subs, and we were doing these weird videos. We were running around in banana suits in public, and somebody got mad and wanted to call the cops on us because we were dancing downtown by a water fountain in banana costumes. I don't know what about that is threatening. I feel like that's the least threatening thing you could describe to somebody. But to this person, they thought we were straight up terrorists or something. So you gotta you gotta get a little bit of thick skin when you're doing anything in public when it comes to cameras and videos because people are just weird. That's what I learned. People are just weird. Oh, that's the best. You have a camera and all of a sudden people take issue with what you're doing. Exactly. And at a certain point you have to laugh it off. Like, yeah, man, I get it. This is not what you normally expect to see. I bet you see them, you probably see it a lot, dude. People don't get that and they just it's just weird. Because you think that nowadays they get that even more so. Because even more people are watching content online rather than like just on TV. Um, it's weird. It's weird. Like if you ask a kid nowadays, like what they want to be, most of them will say, "I want to be a YouTuber or an influencer of some sort," rather than a doctor or a lawyer, a chiropractor. You don't want to be you don't want to be a chiropractor. Chiropractors are crazy. They're crazy. They're crazy. They're alternative. They're alternative medicine. Want to break my back and cure my autism. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm rambling at this point. But you see, but you know my point. You know what I'm saying. Gas station simulator is beating Deathloop in sales on. What is this gas station simulator? Everybody has been talking about. Well, okay, I haven't looked up anything about it, but everyone's been saying that it's just been consuming their life these past few days. It must be an amazing game, or it's just so stupid that everyone just enjoys it. I feel like I'd be kind of mad. Like I don't know if it's a AAA game. Deathloop. Everyone says it's not like a AAA game. It's just a game. I don't know if that makes sense. But if I produce a AAA game and I got stomped by a gas station simulator, I'm having a board meeting. Like y'all, who's doing marketing? Fired him. I don't know. I'd be fake salty. I wouldn't be real salty. I'd just pretend to be like, oh, we got to do something about this. This is a problem. Gas station simulator is stealing our customers, and we don't like it. They need to step off. We got to send them a message. Put them in the loop. Put them in the death loop. Send the agent after them. It is the second. Shoot, gotta pull out the caution tape and mark off the area you film in so people think it's a movie set. You know what? That could be an interesting social experiment. Like, will people respect that if you did that? Because the amount of people who will just straight up just walk right through your shot when you have moved, you've gone out of your way to move away from traffic, right? This is the scenario. You set your tripod up away from the flow of traffic in a yeah, still a public place, but you were out of their way and they will still walk in front of your tripod, walk in front of your shot. They'll do it. I don't understand it. I've had that happen a lot too, where it's just like, oh, I'm just gonna, well, there's a camera here. Let me just walk in front of it, stare at it. Totally not AAA. No, right? Well, when I say it's not a AAA game, what I mean is it doesn't have that same AAA polish. I watched some people's reviews of it, and it for Deathloop, it suffers from stupid AI syndrome. It's fun, but it's nothing like revolutionary. It isn't. I don't know how to describe it. It's one of those things where, like, when I think of a AAA game, I think of something that's like, I don't know, breaking the mold a little bit. There's a little more depth to it. Depth. Can I say the word depth? My God. And Deathloop seems like a game that's probably going to end up on Game Pass in a few months, if there's not some kind of exclusivity contract. So I'm not gonna buy it. I'm literally gonna wait until I can get it for free, and it probably will be for free at some point. That's no diss to Deathloop. I'm not saying it's a bad game because they'll still get their money putting it up on Game Pass, but it's not high on my list anymore. It was at first, but then it's like, I'll wait. They have tape from a very young age. People are subconsciously trained to not go past the yellow tape. I believe that. They'll go through any other barrier you put up, like it's caution tape. It's magic. It's funny. It's just an instinct, I guess. The caution tape is cheap. I'm gonna try that. I'm gonna put up a bunch of yellow caution tape and see if people walk through the area. I'll dress up in a weird trench coat like I'm a crime scene investigator taking pictures, and we'll see what happens. It'll be kind of funny. That's a future idea. That's an idea. Ah, yes, the clones of Call of Duty really show. I refuse to call the Call of Duty games AAA, if I'm being honest. I think most of them are absolute scams. Let's just sell you the same game again. That's just like the NBA games, and the football ones. They're literally just repackaging the same game over and over again and reselling it to the niche audience that plays it. And it sucks because they're fans of the games. That's what they want to play. They want to keep up with it, so they buy it anyways. And there might be some enjoyable aspects to it, but even people who are fans of it admit, yeah, it's kind of a scam. Like they're really just repackaging the game. Call of Duty even reused the motion data of an entire cutscene back in what was it? Uh, it was one after Modern Warfare. It was like World at War. It was one of the Call of Duties where they reused the exact same motion data from the scene where Soap and everybody gets betrayed. I was looking at some gameplay of the newest one, and it just looked like the same fast, snappy combat from Call of Duty, but with older weapons, and it felt like it was too freakishly fast for the period that it's set in. I felt like it was just the same game with a different coat of paint over it. But I don't know. I lost interest in it. I don't. I'm not gonna knock people who enjoy it or play it because I feel like that's an asshole thing to do. If you like something, there's no harm in it. It's just not doing harm to anybody else. I like plenty of bad games myself. I used to play Chameleon Twist. If you know what Chameleon Twist is, I played one and two, and I loved it. I probably wouldn't love it if I played it again nowadays, but when I was a kid, I loved those games. And those are horrible games. They're bad. I watched a video of Chameleon Twist 1 just to see if it wasn't if I just had imagined that this game existed. If it was like some kind of fever dream and I saw it again, I was like, wow, I played that and I thought it was fun, but actually it was trash. There was a bunch of other games I bought on the original Xbox back in the day too. Back when I the criteria for a game to be good to me was if you could, do you is it a hack and slash? I really just wanted hack and slash games. So I'd mindlessly buy the most shovelware bullshit you can imagine. But that's how I discovered Ninja Gaiden, so I guess it wasn't all bad. I never beat Ninja Gaiden though. Never beat it. Came close. You play Halo anyway. Exactly, dude. Uh, FIFA. Yeah, yo, FIFA. FIFA does that too. FIFA's guilty of that too. Definitely a big offender. Honestly, in talking about Pokemon, that's one of the reasons why I never felt very compelled to buy a lot of new Pokemon games. I still haven't gotten Sword and Shield. Even before that, I think the last Pokemon game I ever bought was Heart Gold, I think. Probably that. I think Heart Gold was the last Pokemon game that I bought. No, it was Black. Pokemon Black was the last one that I bought. And I played part of it and then I stopped because I was like, I'm sick of this. It's the Game Freak's not innovating. I'm playing. Yeah, the story is a little bit different, but I'm all ready for like something next gen, you know. And that wasn't it. I wasn't feeling it. I found the overworld from Pokemon Sapphire more interesting for some reason, and I don't know why. It's probably just purely nostalgia, but I just stopped caring. Again, I don't see people who like it, who play it. I think that's cool, but eh. Dino Crisis 3 thought it was good at the time, but you heard it was bad. Bad. That's before you played 1 and 2. Dino Crisis 3, at that point, that was where it became like an action game instead of horror, wasn't it? I feel that. I mean, shoot, I liked Resident Evil 3. A lot of people see there are some people who are some straight up hypocrites, all right? There are people who swear that Resident Evil 3 is like the holy grail of Resident Evils. But I remember a time when if you said you liked RE3, you got trashed on. RE3 was like the hated Resident Evil of the bunch. Just the same thing with like even going out of horror. If you said you liked Mega Man Legends, right? That was sacrilegious. 3D Mega Man, ugh, dude, what's wrong with you, man? Mega Man Legends is like the bastard child of the Mega Man series. But now it's a beloved franchise. I mean, it's been a series. It's super weird how that came to be. I feel like certain games that are really bad over time end up building up their own status and notoriety. Um, Either because of becoming cult classics like Deadly Premonition. That is truly an awful game, but it's so bizarre that it gathered a cult following. I remember, and Onyx, he's not here anymore, but he was with me the day I rented Deadly Premonition from a family video, and I brought it back the same day. And the person behind the register was like, "Is it broken? Is there a scratch on the disc or something?" And I'm like, "No, this game is just it just sucks. I'm not feeling it. I don't like the game. I'm taking it back now so I don't forget and get a late fee for it." And he said, "Here, dude, you can just rent another game. It's fine." He let me rent another game because I brought it back so fast. But I might have to relook at it because apparently it's a cult classic. It gets weirder as you go. I didn't give it enough of a chance, so even now you still like Dino Crisis 3. That's what's up, you know? If you like a game, you like a game. It's like everybody likes a bad movie. I think we all have a game that we like that isn't necessarily popular or well received or good. I liked the game Whacked, and Whacked was like an adult version of Mario Party slash Fusion Frenzy. That was a weird game. That's a game that I kind of want to play again, but it's like good luck. Good luck. But that was probably a pretty awful game too, looking back. I like Fusion Frenzy. People who liked Fusion Frenzy were kind of picked on too because it was just not Mario Party for the Xbox. That's all it was, but it was pretty fun. I actually replayed Fusion Frenzy and still enjoyed it. So I guess I have bad taste in video games too. But yes, right, right. Oh my God, I'm getting all gassy as eight. But thank y'all for hanging out with me and just listening to me ramble about literally everything at this point. What didn't we talk about? Um, oh, stop, Esol. Stop. You just saying that. Um, I've run out of ideas and things to talk about. So unless there's something you want to ask me, I think I might be wrapping the stream here. Maybe I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. Actually, there's something I want to talk about. I didn't know if it was a good idea or a bad idea. Does anybody remember the duck boat tragedy in Branson, Missouri? I know years ago when it happened, I live streamed the day after it happened, talking about how literally due to us rescheduling our outing, we didn't end up on that boat and thus avoided drowning in a lake. Um, so I was going through my computer, right? And I found a ton of footage because I forgot I did that. I made like a travel montage of my time in Missouri, and in that montage, there's a whole segment where we're on the boats, and I only used two clips from it, only two. And there are a couple of things about that footage that freaked me out. One, one being the person who's driving the ship in it is, I think, deceased. I could be wrong, but I think he was one of the dudes that went down with the boat. But two, there's a whole bunch of a lot of attention went on what happens during these tours, and a lot of it has been wiped off the face of the earth. And I recorded my tour from start to finish on the boat. And I think I talked about this during the live stream too. But in that footage, we actually had to stop and switch to a different boat because it couldn't make it up the hill. It was like sputtering and it was stalling and messing up. And I just feel like there's a lot more to explore there. Like I know it's done and over with. The company that did it got sued to oblivion, as they should. But is it too soon to make a video going over that footage and discussing what happened and theorizing why it happened and how that happened? Because I feel like um, there are multiple factors involved in that incident. And I know this got dark out of nowhere, and I apologize for anyone that was not here for that. I apologize, but discussions is part of moving forward. I should make a video. I think I want to. I might get to work on that when I get home. You don't think it would be too soon? That's what I was worried about. I was worried about it being maybe seen as offensive to talk about it, but it's basically lost media at this point. Because like I tried looking on the internet to find like specific tours from this company, and they've just been there aren't many going over that. And I got some pretty good footage of it from start to finish of how it's supposed to go and where it went wrong. Hold on a second. Chat's being dumb again. You don't think it'll be too soon? There's no such thing as too soon. You agree with Isel? You have to talk about it when it happens. When it happened, I did sort of, it was in a stream, but I was very shook by that because that was crazy. And it was at the time, probably still, it's like one of the out of the we did where I was literally standing outside in the dark talking about killers and getting freaked out by the sound of branches. I There's no rules for this stream. We're talking about any and everything. Just know the whiplash warning. The topic could change in an instant. It didn't get dark out of nowhere. Fair. Very fair. Fair, 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 fair. Um, I think I want to talk about it. I think I will. At the very least, I'll narrate over the footage of how the tour was supposed to go because um there are just some things that I feel like were easily avoidable that factored into it. And I can't prove it, but I have a sneaking suspicion that the ship that sank was the same one that we had to get off of because it couldn't make it up a hill. That's just my guess. I'd have to look over the footage and actually do a little more research. But that's just it's had me thinking. That's so fair. So fair. All right, well while we're shifting topics again, I remember we had a jolly good discussion today about weird sounding names that are definitely not fake, right? I, and now I just forgot the name. Oh, I can only think of Gregory. Gregory is the running gag right now. What if I change my YouTube channel name to Gregory? Would y'all be mad at me? I can so say your name properly. I can so. It's Cheech Cheech Chi Chia Pet Chicho Mate, dude. Chichat o mate. Chicha tomato. Yeah, yeah. I said it right. Don't quote me on that. You'd Mobby get a little mad at me. I might be a little mad. Yo, there are times when I legitimately think about changing my channel name because I get so mad when people call me mommy nerd. When I tell people, and it's like when I'm talking about my emails, like, oh yeah, it's mobby nerd. Like, mommy nerd. You on Orange YouTube? No, dude. No. It's not mommy nerd. Jeez. Don't make this awkward, man. That's like the most common one. Chi Kai Tome T. Close enough. See, I got it. Mommy is mommy in Spanish. I believe it. Yo, speaking of learning a second language, y'all, I legitimately feel like it would be in my best interest if I learn a little bit of Korean. Just the bare minimum. All right. Just enough so I can subtitle my Mabinogi content just a little bit in Korean to open up to a wider audience. German? I'm down to learn German too. I want to learn a bunch of languages. I'm just stupid. I don't want to learn. Yes, I do. Yes, I do. I don't want to go too into detail about why, but I think it'll be in my best interest to learn a little, just a little bit. Just enough. Just enough. I don't trust Google Translate. Google Translate betrayed me in the worst possible way. Time investment is needed, but yeah, I feel like everybody should learn a second language. It can't hurt. I mean, you don't have to, but I feel like it can only help you. You were reading this novel where like seven different characters were called Lee. Well, you want to hear a story? An interesting story? You made me think about it. So, a long time ago, a family adopted a Chinese kid, and they were really obsessed with him, like knowing his culture and learning his culture. So they gave him a tutor, taught him Chinese. They take him on trips to China routinely, like every year. They got him a lot of friends who also spoke or were Chinese. And one day, this is years later, like this kid's probably like now 15 or 16 at this point, and they are going over like records. They found the records from like his original family, and they see the last name, and it says Park. Y'all know what that means, right? Tell me you know what that means. The last name was Park, Park. Have you seen Bobby Chan? What, you got a cute Korean speaker we don't know about? No, nothing like that. What do you think of Rick? What do you think of Rick? Where did they go wrong? What mistake did they make? I'll give y'all a chance to guess. It could mean they changed the last name to fit. Park ain't a Chinese last name. It's a Korean last name. That boy, the people who adopted that kid just assumed that he was Chinese when the kid was Korean, raised him to speak Chinese fluently, took the kid to China on a regular basis with Chinese friends in a Chinese school, and he was Korean. So that boy is probably very confused about himself. But I mean, it's not a bad thing because he learned a second language. So I mean, he still win. He's still a win in his book, as far as I'm concerned. But man, if I was the parents in that situation, I'd feel pretty dumb. Like we spent so much money on these tutors. Also, I feel incredibly racist now because I just if you see how many times it happened, like my congoers, you've probably seen this happen more than once, right? You go to a convention, right? And somebody will just like they'll see somebody that looks Asian and be like Japanese, and they'll be like, "Nah, bro." Like, yeah, you know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. Why you gonna bring up chicken invaders? My dude, chicken invaders? One or two? Are you kidding me? That is the last. I never thought I'd see anybody reference chicken invaders. That's on Steam? There's a five? I've only played two. That was on my school computer. See, now I gotta get it. Now I gotta buy Chicken Invaders 5. I have to. That game's my childhood. I spent so many hours in school playing Chicken Invaders while not being dressed as a chicken. It's bullshit, man. You've seen it happen too many times. It makes you facepalm. There was a really funny video where this guy was teaching people Japanese, and he starts speaking Japanese to these girls, and they said, "We're Chinese." My dude, very good lesson. You taught us a lesson, all right. Maybe not the lesson you set out to teach, but boy, did you teach it. That's why I just don't assume things. I pull up that co-op. Does it actually have co-op? Yo, Chicken Invaders playthrough. Let's go. There's also Chicken Invaders Universe, so there are 6. When did Chicken Invaders just blow up that much? What did I miss? I used to love that game though, so I ain't complaining. That was one of my favorites. Chicken Invaders. Uh, okay, all right. Now we're gonna go real obscure. I'm gonna test you. Since you know about Chicken Invaders, have you played a game called Barney's Carnage 2? I can't even find footage of that game on the internet. I can find one, Adventure Quest. There you go. That's some nostalgia. Universe is free. I'm gonna become a Chicken Invaders YouTuber, y'all. That's my calling. That's my calling at this point. Well, you're gaslighting me. It's not an MMO. You're messing with me. If there's a Chicken Invaders MMO, I'd lose my shit. I'd be like, why is no one talking about this? Why has no one even mentioned that Chicken Invaders had an MMO? I hope it does. I hope you're not gaslighting me right now in the chat. I really do. I sincerely do. Because I'm about to become a Chicken Invaders YouTuber. I'm gonna lose so many subscribers, and it's gonna be worth it. They're like, all he does is upload Chicken Invader content now. It's so weird. It's it's actually listed as an MMO. My hand is shaking right now. You can see. Well, shit. Guess I'm Chicken Invader nerd now, y'all. Guess I'm Chicken Invader nerd now. Gonna play my favorite MMO, Chicken Invaders Universe. There was another game that used to freak me out. It's called Bloodsuckers. It was literally just a game where you have to swat blood-sucking insects before they land on this fleshy arm at the bottom of the screen and suck your character's blood until you die. Made me terrified of mosquitoes and spiders and all sorts of bugs. That's interesting. That's actually interesting. Well, I wish I could check the time, but I can't do that while my stream is being a stream. But I feel like now is the time that I break out the Michigan goodbye. It's been really fun. Be on the lookout for more content on the channel. I say that after every stream, but I'm kind of on a little bit of a break, but I'm gonna come back swinging. I always do. So just keep an eye out. If you're ever bored and want to watch a random video, you always know you can browse the catalog on Mobby Nerd, Dude Sushi. Maybe don't maybe don't look at Dude Sushi. And Lollipops and Finger Guns. Thank you guys for the 13 likes on the stream. Coming through strong. I always appreciate you. Always appreciate seeing. Love to see it, right? Love to see it. Take care, stay safe, and don't go playing in the woods at night, where you might run into me in a chicken soup. And I don't lay eggs. I throw them. Good night, everybody. Why won't it end? Pressing the button in the stream. Stream.